ago. And when I was in that world, I just got exposed to all things healthy living. So nutrition and detox and exercise and spinal health. And so all of the holistic alternative health practices in order to stay healthy. And I absolutely was in love with that world and teaching people and helping them to improve their health through better behaviors. So a lot of it was behavior oriented. Eat this, don't eat that. Clean up your products, use these products instead, do these adjustments, do these exercises. So it's very behavior oriented. And then in my own personal journey and work, I started looking more at my mindset and how I was emotionally engaged in certain things, because you can be doing everything perfect from the outside. If ever someone follows you around with a camera all day, you're having the smoothie, you're eating the salad, you're doing the workout, you're doing all the things, but there's more to the story. There's the way you go about doing it. There's the stuff that's going on inside. And so my partner and I, we kind of started getting into, what's going on beneath the layers, the things that precede the behavioral external manifestations, what's going on inside. And so we were in that world for several years. And then I stumbled across this entire body of work from Dr. Hammer, which I was blown away. First of all, it was what, 2017. So 5 years ago now when I found it, and I was like, how has this been hiding? Where has this been hiding secret all this time? I went through an entire professional doctorate program. No one whispered a word about these incredible discoveries from this German medical doctor that have never been refuted, that have never been violated, that there's something to this work. And so I jumped down the rabbit hole, and I haven't come up since, because and I'm sure this is what we'll get into today, is all of the work of Dr. Hammer, discoveries about the 5 biological laws and how our bodies work, and how, it really resonated with me so deeply, because within the world of chiropractic, there actually is very rich philosophical foundation to chiropractic, which is that the body is wise, that the body is innately intelligent, that it knows what it's doing, that we can trust that the body has this ancient wisdom, and that with our educated minds, we can make all sorts of misinterpretations. We misinterpret what a tumor means, what a fever means. And from the outside perspective, from the medical perspective, we see the body is screwing up. The body is just broken. It's like an old car, and we need to come in and intervene. But when you understand and respect kind of this ancient wisdom and this innate intelligence, that for me is really what allowed the work of Dr. Hammer to fit into what I already believed, but it took it to like the next level.
Yeah. I can't believe, like, when I also heard or searched about German new medicine, it was like, why is this hiding? Exactly what you were telling. I said, this is like literally what the world needs, I think, right now. And it's so less people know about it. And that's why I'm even more excited about to dive into deeper with you. But what would you explain? And I really like also your story about it, and I think that's what most people have about it. To get to an answer for themselves, we need to become literally our own gurus, our own doctors, and go after our own the story, or what, because every human, every being has another story, I think, because why they're getting sick. And what makes me a little bit angry about is the approach, how we go into Western medicine, like trying to make everyone cure with the same answer, like you have this, or you take this, but everyone is so different. And I like your approach also, how you got into in German new medicine, that you really got into like getting all the answers and trying to make that, to complete that puzzle of why am I not feeling well, and what can I do, go about it. And I think more and more people really go after that they don't get answers, or not satisfying answers anymore. So they really have to become their own guru. And that's why I'm started also this podcast, to help people a little bit more to connect with all these beautiful people like you out there, to have it a little bit more easier. Because I think when also you started, like, for example, 5 years ago, or even less, even more years ago, it was more difficult to connect with all these people. Like, I mean, now we're getting into this age of, with the technical things, it's becoming more easy, especially with podcasts and sharing the knowledge. But yeah, it's really, I think, inspiring that you also had the story to had to go your own way.
Yeah. And that's really what I encourage every single person is you have to be your own doctor and learn this information for yourself and believe that you're smart enough to understand it. So many people, because our whole lives, oh, you're not a doctor. And that's why so many people have gone along with the charade, because they're like, well, who am I to know? I'm not a doctor. I didn't go to school. I just listen to these more educated people. But when you take personal responsibility for this physical suit is yours to steward, you have to take care of it. And if something goes on with it, and we see this, with your car. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know anything that's going on with my car. If I take it in and they tell me it's going to be $10,000, it's like, well, what do I know? I can't go and check your work. I can't find that. But with this map, once you kind of understand some of the basics, and it does take time to really download it and to really understand the connections and to really see it for yourself. It does take time. I mean, I studied